So we made it back, and I think all we need to do is talk to the prince. We just came from talking to our ghoul and checking our email last time. And I don't think we have anything to sell, so I also want to talk to the Anarchs before I head to Hollywood, but this is closer, so we'll do this first.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show 8 Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man. What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
Alrighty, thanks for the update there. Chunk.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounced the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye. The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office? Stolen? Stolen? How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat. The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake. I want him found. I want him found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands... The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort him out.
I always wondered why I had to be escorted out for that, but I finally decided it's probably just a mechanic to keep us from talking to him. Because we can't go back in and talk to him, so I think they threw us out so we couldn't do any dialogue after he delivered that line.
Goddamn camis. You guys are all the same.
You measly fuck. You got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick. You think of Nines. Said he killed a goddamn primogen. I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid. Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
Listen, kid, you did what you had to do. Just a messenger, right? Don't worry about Skelter. He's like all these big barking pups nowadays. They don't bite unless they get cornered. I hear Nine's got word. I'd wager he's gonna be laying low for a while. Yeah, sure, but there's packs of youngsters out there who'd love to make a name by bringing in the head of Nines Rodriguez.
Do I want to offer to help or not? Yes.
You're just eager to please, ain't you? I could give a goddamn kid, but I'm sure the boys here would appreciate it if you kept it business as usual. You hear me? Just a second. I heard you were down poking around the museum. LaCroix wants that coffin bad. Seems like he has a lot riding on that sarcophagus. To get such a fierce bug in that powdered wig of his. I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie? When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers. Remember what I told you about the Ankaran Sarcophagus? About who that could be sleeping away in there? The prince is willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so he can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder. You're free to choose who you trust, kiddo.
Ugh, fucking camis. I just wanna kill them!
And that's it, I believe. We're ready to take the taxi to Hollywood. When I use the taxi and I click on the destination in the interactive map, I always click on my scroll wheel, which would be my middle mouse button. And that prevents me from ever doing an unwanted attack when I take the taxi somewhere.
Need a ride?
Ain't seen you here before. And if I haven't seen you, neither has Isaac. So that's your next stop. Isaac's in the jewelry store at the end of the street. Consider yourself invited.
I watched quite a few streams. I probably watched more streams of this than I play the game. And it's shocking how many first-time players or new players, they always come here. I don't know if it's the colors or they were facing this way when they got out of the taxi, but they see jewelry up there on the sign and they try to get into this building. Some of them spend a half hour trying to get into this building, and then that guy comes back, and the second time he comes back he says the end of the alley instead of the end of the street, and that just confuses matters more. I guess I could understand it if it was just like one or two people that did it, but it's like a reoccurring theme. And then there's overhead maps at these poles at all the bus stops, and number 11 is Abrams jewelry. So they could get the information from there, which is also on one of the loading tips, which is another good reason to read the loading tips. Of course, most of them have a computer way faster than mine. Then I like to talk to this guy again.
I could have swore I told you to see the Baron. Yeah, that was a laugh. Except my sense of humor is a little askew, you know? Conflict just cracks me the hell up.
So I always have to choose number 2.
Ha! Wasted effort.
I'm not sure why, but that I just really enjoy that. First time I selected, I thought I was going to get in a street brawl, and I was surprised when it didn't happen. And this is another one of those interior spaces that is, I don't know, I find it really spectacular.
Good evening, Neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me? Very courteous of you to stop by. All kindred that enter my domain are expected to introduce themselves. It may seem like an outdated formality, but it serves its purpose. It gives me the opportunity to personally welcome visitors to my domain. It also helps to establish an understanding in advance, so that there are no unfortunate accidents while they are in town. Call me old-fashioned, but this is my barony, and as is tradition, a token of respect must be paid. What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got an email saying that the seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden. Won't meet me in person, won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this? Go to the Ground Zero Internet Cafe. Look for a directory named Joseph K. and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right? Excellent. In the meantime, consider yourself a welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
So I have accepted my role as everybody's errand boy.
Oh my gosh, is that you? Everyone was worried sick about you. When you didn't show up and didn't call and nobody knew anything about what happened to you, we thought you were dead. Are you okay? You know what? Never mind. We have to help you. It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that it? Let me make a call. We'll get everybody together. We can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive. Come on, this is serious. I know it's you. Don't you recognize me? It's me. It's Samantha. What happened to you? But your face, you look exactly the same. It's uncanny. I can't believe it. Yeah. Sorry. My mistake.
Okay, sorry, Samantha. But I've accepted that I'm everybody's errand boy, and as a Ventrue, there's no profit in doing anything until I hold a better hand of cards. We have to go in here. We have a key, but it doesn't say to what room. Hollywood is the hotbed for toreadors. Number 6.
Oh my god! My work is done.
Oh, here we go. I forgot to keep up with my inspection, so we'll pretend I didn't forget. That's supposed to be one of my objectives for this playthrough. And this Joseph K. that we're looking for is a character in the book The Trial by Franz Kafka. This Ground Zero cafe here is like probably the highest density of Easter eggs in the game is in this room here. So, but I don't plan on looking at any of them. Unless I have to.
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah? I mean, what? Who the hell is Isaac? I don't know anyone named Isaac. Get lost, pal. Alright. Sorry. It's just that... I mean, something is... I just want out of this whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that damn tape. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to video, I've seen everything. And I do mean everything. But this thing, it's sick. It can't be real, but it is. I know it. It's real, and it scares the hell out of me. I don't have it. I stashed it someplace. Look, you need to find Ginger Swans. Huh? What the hell was that? Shit. Did you see that? I'm getting the fuck out of here. What the... Oh, Christ!
Ginger Swans. Interesting. So I'm undecided. As long as we're close, I guess we'll drop in on these buildings here. Up till now, I've sort of had a plan, and now I'm just sort of flying by the seat of my pants.
Oh, look what just walked in. I can't imagine you'd get much of a rise out of Vesuvius, being what you are. Maybe I'll have more luck with you. I think we should get to know each other a little better upstairs, where we can be ourselves. Come up to my room. Just 14 little steps. I'll make it worth it. Believe me. You'd be missing out if it wasn't.
And there are 14 stairs here. And another thing I forgot to do, I kind of want to do. And then there's 3 more here.
Isn't this better? You and me alone for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone. Oh yes. What gave me away? How absolutely intoxicating for you to notice. I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought. The reason I asked you up here is because I and the rest of the Hollywood kindred have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention. Maybe not. I'm Velvet. Velour. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here. I was starting to take it personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me? I'm like a book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about. Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down their list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose. For a few weeks, one of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me. I've had to adjust a lot to this existence. And I've accepted that I may have to do just that. But I'm a suspect, and if she ends up dead, and I'm seen, they'll either kill me or chase me into obscurity, where I'll wither and die. Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask. You'd really be willing to do this for me? I won't lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful. She works over at the Sin Bin now. Her hair's blonde, on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of her back. Dances under the name Chastity, as if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocents killed on my account. So if there are other dancers or patrons around, you'll have to lure them away from her. Do it as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please. And be careful using disciplines around the hunter. Mingle, sightsee, chat, and me, of course.
Okay. But, so then there's 3 stairs going down here, so actually from the street level, it's 14 stairs up. From this level, it's 14 steps up to her. And her quest This falls under the same category as Nox Quest, where we won't be able to do anything with it, but we can get something out of it nonetheless. Because we don't have a lockpick, we're not able to advance the quest, but we can get $150 out of it, so that's why we did that. And the other thing was I wanted to come look at Flynn's marvelous ponytail. Next building.
I just might. Why don't you ask everyone else in the world? They'd know. Ash, there. Go tell your friends so they don't bug me. I bet. The sun's gone down. Never mind. Me neither. What's the catch? To say yes would be an understatement. What do you care anyway? I could just do it. Just walk out of here and into a legend. Maybe I live, maybe I don't. What's the difference? You didn't see them? Maybe. But hunters in front, back, inside my club. I try to leave, they'll move on me. So I had to ask myself, if I go out there, am I prepared to die? How many could I take out before the killing stroke, huh? 2? 3? I could just walk out there, right now, blaze of glory, the end. And you know what? Knowing that, it doesn't bother me. And I guess the only reason I haven't walked out yet is because I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't bother me. Now, did Isaac send you? Isaac's a gnarled old tree that wrapped its roots around the city years ago. He's a relic of an age long since past. He thinks he gave me everything I have. But all he gave me is a curse. That story would take too long to tell. Suffice it to say, we haven't seen eye to eye on too many things lately, and it's pissed Isaac off to no end. He kept saying I should keep a low profile. He kept saying I was attracting too much attention to myself. You don't know me. I can't sit in an office all day and play Hollywood from the shadows. That's Isaac's thing. I'm an actor. I was an actor. I don't have anything anymore except this club and some fame and this curse. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask Isaac to save my life. Maybe I wanted to die. I was having fun, damn it. I was alive. Who the hell gave him the right to deny me that? I can't act anymore. I can't love anymore. All I can do is fade into obscurity. Now, did Isaac send you? What the hell, then, would be your motivation to help me? Fine, I've got drawers of the stuff. My life's so goddamn easy because of it. So, how do you get me out of here to cash in? You sure about that? I don't know that you even out the odds a whole lot, but just maybe we'll make it out alive. Are you ready right now? If I make it past the hunters, I'm getting the hell out of town. Let's head into the sewers.
Check our setup here. That all looks good. Don't pick this guy. Get one of these guys. Good job, Ash. Go get him. Give him heck there, buddy. Well, okay. Not bad, not bad. Moving right along. Hello? Casual walk. Casual walk, Ash. Now, here it comes. There you go. He just needs a little motivation, you know? A little direction. He's a good actor. He just needs somebody to help him deliver his lines. There we go. Got him motivated again. Not my guy. Okay, never mind. Ash is on the job. How about this? Okay. Guess.
Here, this is for your troubles. You know, I only lived in Hollywood for 10 years. Wonder how long I'll live on in her after I go. It was as far as I could fall. It was as low as I could go. Way past oblivion to a point only described as -0.
Guess this guy got flattened. Well, that seemed to go pretty well. I was full of blood, and I didn't realize the other guy got flattened. So, that's probably okay, though. We're on the other side of town. Guide to cyberspace. Gilded hummingbirds. When no means yes. When no means yes. Hollywood Forever Cemetery Mausoleum. Number 8 is the cemetery. A lot of these headstones in the cemetery have the names of developers on them. Although I don't know all of them. I know Andrew Meggs is lead programmer, and then I think a lot of these others are the actual level designers. Although they probably wore a lot of hats working on this game.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've tuned into
Stop.
the dead of night. Nobody to fall
Welcome
asleep
to Red
next
Spot,
to?
home of the
Go
monster
ahead and
truck.
pull the radio
72
into
ounces
bed.
of your
That's what
favorite
I'm here
beverage for 89 cents.
And
Blah,
hey,
blah.
why don't you call
You need
me
help or
sometime?
something?
Area code 323-KL5-2TRK.
This isn't gonna turn out to be
Looks like somebody's been wearing
ironic,
their queue
is
quite
it?
a while to
You're
speak
not
to
like
yours
a
truly.
serial killer, are you?
So, caller, why aren't you asleep?
Insects.
Always.
Insects.
You should come out and see my band, A
you
Bowl
have
of
an
Cereal.
insect problem?
We're playing
Or
tomorrow
chirping
night at
crickets are keeping
Crematorium.
you up?
$5,
Or
2 drink men.
you have
We're gonna
nightmares about
ruin the
Help me
place.
out here.
No. Don't you know?
Yeah,
When you
the
fall asleep,
Vesuvius
they can
rocks.
crawl into your mouth or your
They don't let
ear
me in
or
anymore.
your
but
nose.
damn,
Chocolate
girls.
syrup or
prevent it if
peanut
you're asleep.
butter?
Smuggling.
Chocolate
What can you
syrup
do?
or peanut
Are there any
butter?
scientists out there?
Hey,
that
you know,
Dude, I
you
have to
should
dip these
really
potato
ask me
chips
about
in
the
something.
special,
I
you
don't
know?
know where, but do you know the average person eats several
I
pounds
wonder
of
how
I'm
insects
glad
a
you
year?
asked that, bro.
microwave
The majority of
Seems
their
like
weight
he's
is
a
composed of
trustworthy or
rodents,
something.
ants, and
I
spiders.
got this special
Just
where you
knowing
buy
that as
some
soon as
really
you close your
expensive
eyes,
burrito
a
tops
big
or
fat
grape juice.
centipede is gonna drop
You
into
get
your
a free
mouth and
weapon
crawl
of your
down your
choice, bro.
throat.
You interested?
I can't do it. I never sleep at night.
Yo, keep
You know,
it
they
down.
voluntarily eat insects in some
It's
countries.
just my side
Yeah,
gig, you
well,
know?
those
New
countries
amps and
probably
lap
need
dances don't pay for
Jesus.
themselves.
So, you never sleep at night. I assume you do sleep, right?
I sleep at work.
And what exactly do you do?
I'm a middle school teacher.
Chocolate
That would
syrup
explain why
or
my
peanut
nephew
butter?
invested that 20 I saved for
Chocolate
his
syrup
birthday on
or
magic
peanut butter?
That's always good to know.
Dude, I have to dip these potato chips in something.
Oh boy. Let's see who else we got. Caller, what do you do for a living?
I'm Roger.
Okay, and what do you do, Roger?
I'm a writer, Deb.
So, have you written any movies I might have seen?
I wonder how they microwave burritos in the
I see.
Middle Ages.
So, have you done any other kinds of writing?
Well, just some outlines right now, but I got some really good ideas for some stories that are
It's
crawling around.
pretty hilarious how many voices they have, how many sounds they have going.
How can you call yourself a writer?
I think it's great.
Anyone
When
in this city that
when this
doesn't call
guy
himself
walks
a
up right
writer or
behind you and
actor
Deb's
or
going in your ear. So a little bit sidetracked there. We're delivering a tape to Isaac.
You made good time. Hand me the item. I didn't doubt you'd find this, and I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place. I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us.
Help me, please.
It's more disturbing than I was led to believe. You can understand my concern now, can't you? It just so happens that around the time this snuff film started circulating, the Nosferatu disappeared. I tried to elicit their help in tracking down the source, and for the first time in all these years, I was dismayed by their absence. Usually, I just put the word out I'm looking for them, and sooner or later, they appear. I assume it does. It's awfully coincidental otherwise. And those creatures. I don't know how many professional FX houses could pull those off. There's a problem, though, in that the film's incomplete. The first half is damaged. We need a complete copy. Behind the spit-shine gloss of the Hollywood Dream Factory, there's another city churning out a vile byproduct for the furtive consumption of a debauched audience. I have no doubt the film's found its way to another smut peddler. I'd ask around.
Wonder, I don't think we can talk.
Any luck? Then there is nothing I can do. Involving myself would be... No, I'm certain Ash will find some way out of his mess. Certainly. There is something, but it involves a gargoyle. I can see that's got your attention. It's taken up residence in my beloved Asian theater. It is closed now, but that's beside the point. I sent some people to evict it, and it sent them back with a few less limbs. I can't have that monster attacking kindred in my city. It's a walking block of stone with a taste for blood. I'd suggest whatever method doesn't result in you being eviscerated. In truth, I'd rather have it as an ally, but I doubt it's going to be chatty. Here's the key for the theater. I'll leave it up to you.
Hey, you slick. The name's Flynn. I'm the proprietor of this here establishment. Anything you want, you can get at the sin bin. Depraved ain't a four-letter word here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah? What do you want to know? Those guys? Yeah, I heard of them. Why do you want to know? Really? You a cop? All right, listen. I'll tell you a little bit, but if anyone comes asking, you never heard it from me. They produce only the most hardcore video. I'm not even talking black market here, more like black hole market. Not the kind of product you want to get mixed up in. The kind of stuff that gets you put in jail for just talking about it, all right? Snuff films is just the tip of the iceberg. I only seen one of their videos, and I swear I couldn't eat for a week. Real enough that every cop in 5 states has been trying to track these guys down. They are bad news, pal. You want some advice from me? Stop thinking whatever you're thinking and get your ass back to Kansas. Forget it, man. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Huh? What? Who are they? Seriously, get the hell out of here. Okay. Look, all I know is that a guy calls on the payphone down the street every once in a while. He'll say something like, the moon is a terrible mistress, or some creepy shit like that. And then all you have to say is, who walks the night with demons of dread. Supposedly you'll be told where to meet the guy to pick up product. I don't know for sure. I never tried it. It scared the shit out of me. Hey, wait. Look, you might as well know this. Word on the street is that they didn't even make the video. They're just distributing it. No one even knows where it comes from. I'm telling you, man. Whatever you're in, get out of it now.
So the actual Larry Flint died earlier this year. I believe February 10th.
The moon is a mysterious mistress. The Luckee Star Motel, room 2, don't belong.
Luckee Star, back to the Luckee Star number 2. Wow. Big traffic jam, all cleared. All cleared now. Back to the ground zero. Sandy, they're right next door to each other. Never had them bug out like that before. Having lots of unusual things happen this run. I wonder if it's because I'm recording and I'm using more memory and power than normal. Slightly disappointing, actually.
Oh, Jesus, man, what the fuck is going on up there? Dead, everyone slaughtered up. Oh, God. Shh. Don't make any noise. They'll hear us. Yeah, I mean, no. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm with DMP. You 5-0? Yeah, I know, but we didn't make that shit. One of the guys stole it. Found it at the creepy house in the hills. We just copied it and put our names on it. Worse than anything we ever did. Worst thing I ever saw. Some of it, yeah, it was bad, but you know, no one ever really mattered. Junkies, runaways, mostly doing them a favor. Please, just get me out of here. Oh no! Ah!
Any luck? Then this is no doubt the work of a fiend. Hand me the tape. There might be something on it that will give us some insight into what its motives are. The house in the tape. I know it. It's in the hills. King's Way, if I'm not mistaken. My guess is that the fiend that made this tape is using these creatures to hound the Nosferatu, which would explain their sudden absence. They're trapped. Well, it's unfortunate that the prince needs you to see the Nosferatu, because it looks like this fiend knows how to get at them, and I doubt he's going to draw a map for you. Looks like King's Way is your only way in, unfortunately. I can have a car and drop you off when you're ready. If I don't hear from the Nosferatu within the next few nights, I'll tell LaCroix he's going to need a new leading man and march a few of my own troops up the hill to finish the job.
Why don't you just send them with me now?
If I may give you one final word of warning, do not trust LaCroix. Do not play the damned politics of the Camarilla. This city hasn't needed them in a long time, and won't ever. That's for you to decide. I only know who you can't trust.
So we have a couple of things to do here. We need to do the gargoyle thing. We should pay Maximilian Strauss a visit. So I believe that we'll do that when we pick up next time. But for now, we're going to stop here. So thank you for watching.